Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naranjaiva Narottamam.
Devin Saraswatin Vyasam
Devin Sarasvinyasam.
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye.
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamasloke.
Bhaktin Bhavadir Naishchiti
Bhaktin Bhavati Naistaki.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the morning Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 3, text number 16, 2-360. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation. The chapter name is The Pure Devotional Service, The Change in the Heart. Okay. So let us please repeat the sloga behind me. Vaiyāsakiś bhagavān
Vaiyāsakiś bhagavān.
vāsudeva-parāyaṇaḥ
Vasudeva-parāyaṇaḥ.
urugāya-guṇodārāḥ
urugāya-guṇodārāḥ.
satāṁ syur samāgame.
Satāṁ syur samāgame.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Vaiyāsakiḥ,
Vaiyāsakiḥ.
the son of Vyāsadeva.
The
The son of Vyāsadeva.
Cha,
Cha.
also.
Also.
Bhagavān,
Bhagavān.
full in transcendental knowledge.
Full in transcendental knowledge.
Vasudeva,
Vasudeva.
Lord Kṛṣṇa.
Lord Kṛṣṇa.
Parāyaṇaḥ,
Parāyaṇaḥ.
attached to.
Attached to.
Urugāya,
Urugāya.
of the personality of Godhead, Śrī Kṛṣṇa,
Of the personality of Godhead, Śrī Kṛṣṇa.
who is glorified by great philosophers.
Who is glorified by great philosophers.
Guṇa-udārāḥ,
Guṇa-udārāḥ.
great qualities.
Great qualities.
Satāṁ,
Satām.
of the devotees.
Of the devotees.
Syuḥ,
Syuḥ.
syuḥ, must have been.
Must have been.
He,
He.
as a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact.
Samāgame,
Samāgame.
by the presence of.
By the presence of.
Translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhaya Charanavartha Sri Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada.
Jai Śrīla Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat behind me. Śukadeva Gosvāmī,
Śukadeva Gosvāmī.
the son of Vyāsadeva,
The son of Vyāsadeva.
was also full in
Was
Also
also
full in
transcendental knowledge
transcendental knowledge.
and was a great devotee of the Lord Kṛṣṇa,
and was a
And was a
great
great devotee of Lord Kṛṣṇa.
son of Vasudeva.
Son of Vasudeva.
So there must have
So there must have
been discussed of Lord Kṛṣṇa,
been discussion of Lord Kṛṣṇa.
who is glorified by great philosophers
Who is glorified by great philosophers.
and in the company of great devotees.
And in the company of great
devotees.
Purport. The word Satām is very important in this verse. Satām means the pure devotees who have no other desire than to serve the Lord. Only in the association of such devotees are the transcendental glories of Lord Kṛṣṇa properly discussed. It is said by the Lord that his topics are all full of spiritual significance. And once one properly hear about him in the association of the Satām, certainly one senses the great potency and so automatically attains to the devotional stage of life. As already described, Mahārāja Parīkṣit was a great devotee of the Lord from his very birth, and so was Śukadeva Gosvāmī. Both of them were on the same level, although it appears that Mahārāja Parīkṣit was a great king accustomed to royal facilities, whereas Śukadeva Gosvāmī was a typical announcer of the world, so much so that he did not even put a cloth on his body. Superficially, Mahārāja Parīkṣit and Śukadeva Gosvāmī might seem to be opposites, but basically they were both unalloyed pure devotees of the Lord. When such devotees are assembled together, there can be no topics save discussion of the glories of the Lord or bhakti-yoga. In the Bhagavad-gītā also, when there was talks between the Lord and his devotee Arjuna, there could not be any topics other than bhakti-yoga. However, the mundane scholars may speculate on it in their own ways. The use of the word cha after vaiyāsakiś suggests, according to Śrīla Jīva Gosvāmī, that both Śukadeva Gosvāmī and Mahārāja Parīkṣit were of the same category, settled long before, although one was played the part of a master and the other the disciple. Since Lord Kṛṣṇa in the center of the topics, the word vāsudeva-parāyaṇaḥ or devotees of Vasudeva suggests devotees of Lord Kṛṣṇa, the common aim. Although there were many other who assembled at the place where Mahārāja Parīkṣit was fasting, and natural conclusion is that there was no topic other than the glorification of the Lord Kṛṣṇa, because the principal speaker was Śukadeva Gosvāmī and the chief audience was Mahārāja Parīkṣit. So, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, as it was spoken and heard by two principal devotees of the Lord, is only of the glorification of the Supreme Lord, the personality of God, Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-Jnana-Shalakaya Chakshurmanitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurume Namaha Namo Om Vishnu-padaya Krishna-Prishthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pashasha Richatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So here the sloka is talking about the two devotees of the Lord, Śukadeva Gosvāmī and Parīkṣit Maharaj. In the outwardly, if you see, both are in the opposite varieties, opposite directions. Their qualities are opposite in the outwardly, if you see. Because Parīkṣit Maharaj, he is a great king, he is the royal family, from the royal family. So he is a king. And on the other hand, Śukadeva Gosvāmī is a renounced order. He was living in the renounced order, so much so that he don't even have dresses also. He won't wear dresses also. But if you, on the other hand, if you see the Parīkṣit Maharaj, he is in the royal order. He used to wear the royal suit, this and that, and crown, everything he used to wear. So by outwardly, by seeing them, both are in the different direction, but both are the devotees of the Lord. That is the greatness of the bhakti-yoga. So it is not, there is no differentiation here. So if you see in the material world, suppose the material games or something, if you take, that is for the categories of the people. If you see the people who used to play golf, so the golf, if you enter into that golf club, you need to be a millionaire, and you need to have the money, so much of money, so much of fees you have to pay. Then only you need to go. You can become a member of that golf club. Not everybody can go and join there. Because others, they don't have money first of all to go and join. So there is a difference. We can see the difference, the category of the people. Okay, who are all joining their golf club. So those people are higher category. Higher category in the sense, materially they are opulent, and materially they have so much of money. So that's the reason they are joining. So we can differentiate those people from that by seeing who are all playing golf and who are all playing, not playing, who are all going to the by watching the other plays like cricket, this and all. There can have some middle class people, we can see. So based on the category of attraction of the people, we can understand that okay, how much opulent they have materially. But it is not compared with bhakti yoga. In materially, we can differentiate the people. Okay, this kind of people will go here, this kind of people will go here. But in bhakti yoga, even a person who is materially opulent and fully opulent, that person also same, and who don't have anything. Śukadeva Gosvāmī materially is not having anything own. That person also, both are in the same category as devotees of the Lord. And devotees of the Lord, what they will do? So once the devotees of the Lord, they came together, what they will do? They will glorify the Lord. They will discuss about the Lord. That is the quality of the devotee, great devotees. The pure devotees of the Lord, what they will do? Whenever they meet each other, they will discuss about the Lord. They will discuss about the Lord's pastimes. That is the quality. And the same thing confirmed by Krishna also in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. If you see in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 9.14, Krishna is saying, Satatam kirtayanto mam yadandascha dhritavritaha namasyandascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. So what is the meaning? Always chanting my glories, enduring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. So who is having the devotion? Always chanting my glories. First, Krishna is mentioning, always chanting my glories. So who are all chanting the glories of the Lord Krishna, those persons first of all, they are qualified devotees of the Lord. And the another sloka in the 10th chapter, 9th sloka, Krishna is saying, Macchittaha madgata prana bodayandaha parasparam katayandascha mam nityam tushyandicha ramanticha. What is the meaning of this? The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. So their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. So this is again, Krishna is saying that always the thought of the pure devotees always dwell in the Lord only, and their lives fully devoted to the Lord. And how they get that satisfaction and the bliss? By enlightening each one another, conversing about me, conversing about the Lord, they enlightening each other. That is the pure devotees. When the pure devotees came, they converse about the Lord and the Lord's greatness, Lord's qualities, Lord's pastimes. Then from that, they will derive the great satisfaction. So that is the quality of the pure devotees of the Lord. So this is the, Krishna himself is explaining who is the great devotees. They won't do any prajalpa. If pure devotees met, they will discuss about the Lord only. Suppose we are discussing, suppose we are going to his last class in the Sunday program. So the Nityananda Prabhu, he took the class, we discussed about the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay. So the lotus feet of the Lord. So how many symbols are there in the Lord's lotus feet? There are 19 symbols, total 19 symbols in the lotus feet of the Lord. So the gopis, just by touching the ground, the Lord's lotus, there are so many feet. There is, you see, if you put your feet in the Vrindavan mud is very soft. In that, if you put your feet, what will happen? There is a impression will be there in that, okay? So by touching that impression only, the gopis can understand that this is Krishna Krishna's lotus feet impression. And the other person can understand, okay, this is Radha's impression. So that much understanding the Vrindavan, the Gopa Gopis, they had when they were in the Vrindavan, when Krishna used to do the Rasalila. So Rasalila means that is the dance, they used to do the dance. There are all the gopis, they are with the gopis, he was dancing, Krishna was dancing. There are so many gopis are there in that. So while he was dancing, Krishna was, it is all the gopis are feeling Krishna is, he was dancing along with me. In our acharyas are explaining that with one gopi, Krishna is to, first he will dance, he will start the dance, at 11, immediately he will go to the another gopi and he will dance. But the first gopi, she was not aware that Krishna is not there with me now. Within the few, not even few seconds, within the blink of the eye, he will go to all the gopis and he will dance and he'll come back to the first gopi. And the first gopi, where he left the dance step, yes, the dance multiple steps they have to dance, right? In the multiple steps where he left, from that he need to start. So Krishna used to go around all the gopis. Within no time, he will go to all the gopis, he will dance, and while coming back to the other first gopi, where he left the steps, from there he will start. Then next to another gopi, from there where he left with that gopi, he will start the dance from there. So like that, Krishna used to dance with the single person, he used to dance with all the gopis. So that is the greatness of Krishna. So like that, the devotees will discuss about the Krishna's greatness. And also Krishna's lotus feet. It has 19 symbols in that lotus feet. So how this is by the gopis, by touching the ground in that, there are so many impressions. The Lord's footprints, impressions are there. And even other gopis, their impressions, leg feet impressions, thumbprints are there in the mud. But the gopis, they can touch the impressions and they can easily understand this is Krishna's lotus feet. How? Because they know how much weight Krishna is and what are the symbols are there in the lotus feet of the Lord. So those will be there in that. So by touching that, they will say, okay, this is Krishna's lotus feet. And one gopi told this is Krishna's lotus feet. And there are 19 thumb impression in the Lord's lotus feet. The right leg of the Lord, it has 11 impressions, and the left leg of the Lord, it is 9 impressions. Sorry, 8 impressions. So total 19 thumb means in the lotus feet of the Lord, it has some symbols are there. So it is a elephant rod and jamun fruit. There are so many thunderbolt. There are multiple thumb impressions. So not thumb. It is a lotus feet impressions. The symbols are there in the Lord's lotus feet. So by touching that, the gopi can easily understand. Okay, this is Krishna's. So how much ever she had she meditate upon the Lord, so that he can, by touching that itself, she can understand. Without seeing that, touching itself, she can understand it is Lord's lotus feet. So that is the meditation she had on the Lord's lotus feet. And another gopi, by touching that, she can understand this is Radha's lotus feet. So this is the way they used to discuss, the gopis. So they were discussing, one gopi, she was saying that this is Krishna's thumb. I'm seeing, touching this, I can understand that this is Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna was in this way he went. And after some time, they are seeing that two pairs of feet impressions they are seeing. And another gopi was seeing that, oh, I am able to see Radha's Radha's feet impressions also I am able to see here. Lotus feet impression I am able to see here. This is Krishna's and this is Radha's. So both went together. So they are following that footprints. And they are seeing that. After some time, they are saying that only single pair of feet they are seeing. So till here, see, Krishna came and Radha joined here. And after some time, only one pair of feet are there. There is no Radha, where is only Krishna's impressions are there in that. Radha is not there. Radha's impression, where she went. Like that, they were discussing. Then another gopi, she was seeing that and she was touching that. She was saying that now till here, Radha and Krishna, they were coming along. And after that, Krishna, she was carrying Radha. So how she can understand by touching the lotus feet? Okay, the depth of the impression went down. So she was saying that because of the weight, he took the Radha. So in his back, so in his shoulder. So because of that, the impression because of the weight that she can. There is a variation in the depth of the impression, the feet impression. So from here, Krishna was carrying Radha. Like that, these gopis are discussing. So these gopis are, by discussing in this only, they are getting the full bliss, satisfaction and full bliss by discussing about Radha and Krishna. If somebody, the outsider, coming and hearing whatever we are discussing like this, who are the non-devotees of the Lord, they were not knowing about the Lord. If we are discussing about the Lord like this, Lord is lotus feet is like this, there are so many impressions are there in this Lord's lotus feet. The gopis are enjoying by discussing like this. So they will see, well, these people are mad people. Why they are discussing all those things? What is in that? So they didn't get the taste. Because see, the honey bottle is there. If you lick the outside of the bottle, what will happen? You won't get the taste. When you open and if you taste the one spoon or one scoop from the honey, then only the taste will be there. Outwardly, if you keep the honey bottle, closed bottle, outwardly some flies will come and it will something it will come and touch that. They can't taste the honey. So only who are getting into that bottle, that person can only understand the taste of the honey. Similar way, the devotees of the Lord, they're getting to the nectar. So they can taste they can relish the pastimes of the Lord, like honey, how taste the honey, how tasting the honey, how it will be. By discussing about the Lord, they can relish the taste. Just the outwardly, people are speaking by hearing that, people cannot relish that because they are not tasted the nectar. So that is the way the Lord's pastimes are nectarian. So that is the way these gopis are spending their time. So the devotees always the gopis are the higher level of, they are the topmost level of devotion they have towards the Lord. That is the reason the gopis' love is topmost. So their discussion, that is a purest discussion. So that discussion, if the third person who is from the devotee group, then that person, if he hear that, he cannot release that. So again, there is a discussion happen. So why the Lord's lotus feet it become red? So why the Lord's lotus feet is become red? So somebody is then the acharyas are explaining. See, Lord's lotus feet, it is very tender. So if you see the small kid, of course, even the newborn kid, if you keep the kid legs, if you see the feet of the small baby, very small baby, so newborn, maybe some 1 month, 2 month baby, if you see the feet of that baby, it will be very tender. So if you press, if you simply don't want to press hardly, slightly you press, then immediately the feet will be reddish. That is very tender. There is newborn baby. So that much tenderness with the lotus feet of the Lord. So that is the reason because the Lakshmi Devi, he was always giving the massage to the Lord's lotus feet. So that is the reason when the lotus feet are becoming red. This is the one gopi is saying like that. Because of that, the lotus feet of the Lord is reddish. That's what one gopi is. Another gopi is saying that, no, not because of that. It is because of the Lakshmi Devi, she used to keep the mehendi. So when he used to keep the mehendi in her hands, with the hands, With the Mehendi hands, she was giving the massage to the Lord's lotus feet. Because of that, that Mehendi is transferred from the Lakshmi Devi's hands to Lord's lotus feet. That is the reason Lord's lotus feet is become reddish. Like that, another Gopi is saying. So another Gopi is saying that no, it is not like that. When Lord and Lakshmi Devi, they were in the separate, in their private time, Lakshmi Devi, whatever she is keeping in her hands, the Mehendi, the same Mehendi she used to apply in the Lord's hands and Lord's lotus feet. Because of that, the Lord's lotus feet and Lord's hands are reddish. Like that, this are different explanations given by all the Gopis. So they are relishing. See, Lord's lotus feet, why this became a big topic. They were spending their hours together and explaining, and they are coming up with so many conclusions, and they are enjoying that, discussing about the Lord's lotus feet. So this cannot be enjoyed by the outsiders, other people, other non-devotees, they cannot be invited. Why these people are mad or what? Why they are discussing about this lotus feet? What could be the reason? It can be any reason. The Lord's feet may be red or yellow. What is the difference in that? What is going to make any difference? Why they are discussing all those things? So people may think in that way. But the pure devotees relishing that, discussing about the very small thing also. How the Lord dancing, how the Lord lotus feet, how this the colors are, Lord lotus feet coloring this way, how the tulsi smell is coming from the Lord's lotus feet. All those things people, even small things, people will think. Even the pure devotees of the Lord, like Narottama Das Thakur, they will all praying to the Lord. If you hear their whatever the songs the poems they written about the Lord, Kavita they written on about the Lord, Kirtan on the Kirtans, they will finally ask, let me be a small dust in Vrindavan so that your lotus feet can touch us. And also let me be a small dust in your lotus feet. Please accept me as a small dust in your lotus feet. So that is the way all the pure devotees, they wanted to be as a small dust in the lotus feet of the Lord. So always the pure devotees wanted to associate with the Lord, and also they do not need to be an associate of friends, and they wanted to be in the other affairs. They wanted even ready to be a small dust in his lotus feet. That is the quality of the pure devotees of the Lord. So that is the reason in this today's sloka we were discussing here, the pure devotees like Śukadeva Gosvāmī and Parīkṣit Mahārāja, they were always the pure devotees. It is a common term is whenever the pure devotee is coming and meeting, they will discuss about the transcendental and nectarian pastimes about the Lord, and they will give the knowledge to each other, and they will release happiness from blissful. Here you can say that here they are not saying that it is happiness. It is bliss. It will bliss in the sense when happiness means if you bodily enjoy, that is happiness. If your soul is enjoying, that is called bliss. So when our soul will enjoy, when we discuss about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because we are all part and parcel of the Lord. So by naturally, when we discuss about the Lord and Lord's pastimes, nectarian pastimes, our heart will be satisfied, our soul will be satisfied. From that, the original quality of our Satchit Ananda, that Ananda will emanate from our soul also. So that's the reason when we hear about the Lord, the blissful, it will come on us. So that's the reason Krishna also saying in Bhagavad-gītā, my devotees always discuss about my glories, discuss about my pastimes, and they are enlighten each other, and they will enjoy that whatever they are discussing about me. They always discuss about me only. They won't discuss about other material affairs. So that the qualities of the pure devotees of the Lord. Here, today's sloka, the pure devotees like Śukadeva Gosvāmī and Parīkṣit Mahārāja, they were glorifying they are sit together and they are glorifying about they're going to glorify about the Lord's pastimes. Glorifying about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because they are the pure devotees of the Lord. They don't have any other topic other than to speak about other than the Lord's pastimes to speak about. There is no other topic for them also. That is because they are the pure devotees of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Grantharaj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki Jai.